post for Throwback Thursday too. Okay, so happy Thursday, I should say. Welcome, Jenny, the IDS National Director. How are you? Get through the holidays okay?
Yes, I can't believe it's December.
Oh, I know. I didn't put up my tree yet or anything.
Oh, you need to get on it.
I know. Usually it's the day after Thanksgiving, but I was like, I don't feel like doing this.
I know.
So I'm excited to talk to you today and to share with everyone who's listening live or on replay the different membership levels that the IDS offers, because I think there's this perception that I'm not experienced enough. I may not have been formally educated well as an interior designer, or I'm not an interior designer, so how can I really benefit? And one of the things I love about the IDS is that there are different membership levels for different levels of businesses. So I would love you to go over that and tell everybody from the most basic up to like the most beneficial, how they can join.
Yeah. So you're right, Nancy. The Interior Design Society believes that there are many different paths to having an interior design business. We have had people that have come from all walks of life, a lot of second career people. I know we had someone who used to be an EMT. We've had people that were teachers, like all different things. And there's always a place for you at the Interior Design Society. So for interior designers, there are 2 different levels. So it's pretty simple. And you can find all of this information on our website, interiordesignsociety.org/join.
Which I put the link above us.
There's a really quick and easy chart that you can access there, but I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. So the first level that we have is the associate membership, and that is for interior designers. That membership level is $275 a year. When you first join, there is a $50 application fee. So if you're a new member, that applies. If you're renewing, of course, you don't pay that every year. So $275, and that is for individuals who are working full-time in interior design.
And I want to point out, they're working full-time in interior design. That does not mean necessarily you have to have your own business right now, correct?
Correct. The thing that we do need is some sort of proof of the business. So, if you are working for someone, we just need to see proof that that business does exist. And typically that's done through some sort of business license or a tax ID. So anyone who's involved in a business should be able to access those documents.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So that's all you need for that membership level.
For 12 months worth of membership, $275.
Yes.
Okay. That's a no-brainer. Okay.
And I want to say, again, we've talked about this before. These interior designer levels give you a listing on the IDS list website. That is a website that can be found from anywhere in the world. It connects consumers to your individual profile that shows portfolio images. It can link to your social media, your website. I mean, it's like the cost of putting an ad in a local football program or something.
Which you'll never get anything from.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, and not to mention it just grows your overall online presence.
Yes.
So the associate membership includes that listing.
Love that. Okay.
So the next level is the professional level. And that is the highest level of membership at IDS.
For interior designers.
Yes. So you have to have some sort of education tied in with that membership level. So the minimum I believe that you can have is a 2-year degree in interior design. So like an associate's degree. And it can be, interior design, fine art, and, interior architecture. It just needs to be closely related to interior design. We know there's different terms that different schools use. So the minimum is the 2-year degree in interior design plus 4 years of experience as an interior designer. So that's kind of the entry point to get that level of membership.
And I want to point out that it's not just United States based anymore, although
Right.
we're still heavy here in the United States, but it's now people are joining from Canada and other countries.
Yes.
So it's actually becoming more of an international organization, which is so much fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, the professional level membership is $350 a year. There is a $50 application fee for new members. And that, of course, comes with the IDS listing, plus all of the other great benefits that we have, you know, the virtual chapter meetings, the local chapter meetings, our awards program. There's just so much leadership opportunities that, you know, being involved can offer.
There's so much exposure for people who join the IDS that I'm not sure they even, no matter how many times we tell them, I'm not sure you actually understand it until you're part of it.
Right. And, you know, I think the thing too is, and I've heard a lot of our members say this, is you get out what you put in. So if you just buy the membership and don't ever get connected or involved, you know, you do get some benefit, but I encourage you to, you know, go to a local chapter meeting, come to a virtual chapter meeting. You know, you can do it from your computer.
Yes.
There's just make a profile on the IDS list, you know, just make sure that you actually do something with it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how, I mean, I was an industry partner when I joined, but we grew that chapter, Long Island chapter, from like 50 people to 150 once it started really being able to get people to listen about the benefits of joining and how much fun it is. And we honestly, it's like a family locally. If you have a local chapter, it's becoming more of a family for the virtual chapter.
Totally.
And the biggest complaint I hear from interior designers is it's just such a lonely business. And yeah, I have this group that everyone tries to, you know, help each other, and I love that. But it's not the same as being part of an organization that ties you together.
Yeah. People form really strong relationships. And I know you have, Nancy, through IDS. It's just people really stay connected for years.
For years. Some of my best friends come from my involvement in the local chapter because I've been a member for like 12 years. So I love the organization. And I love the fact that when someone says to me, any of my clients say to me, well, I can't join them because I don't have a 4-year degree. I'm like, no, you can join the IDS. You can't join the other organization possibly, which I don't even know because I don't keep track of other organizations' criteria. But I know the IDS supports the interior design industry at any level you're coming in at.
Yes.
And helps you grow and helps you grow.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, we just realized that different people get places from, you know, different ways. So not everyone has a college degree, and that's okay.
Right. Exactly. But you also have the professional level. So if you do, and then you can take the IDS logo that you're a professional level member, post that on your website, post that in your emails, and it gives you that extra push possibly for a client who says, oh, well, they're part of a professional organization, so they must be up on the latest and greatest of everything, right? It's also the perception to your clients. What can put the odds in your favor of getting the job over someone else? It might just be that badge.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's something that it's $350 or $275 a year. It's really a huge value.
It's a huge value. And really, people are spending money all the time. Like I did postcards and I'm mailing them out to the community. I'm like, really? Postcards don't often convert. I mean, occasionally they do, but really it's such a waste of money sometimes. So this is another digital asset that you can put in your arsenal to drive people to your website that drives them to you, in addition to so many other things. Okay. All right. What about, so those are the 2 levels for interior designers.
Yes.
But now I know there are a lot of industry partners in the group, like I am and was. So tell us about the industry partner levels.
Yes. So I'm looking at my little cheat sheet. We have 3 levels for industry partners, and industry partners are more regionally focused businesses. So we have industry partners, and for businesses that are more national in scale, we have the national sponsorship levels, which are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
So just want to go over the industry partner levels. So the first is Sterling, which Nancy, I believe that's where you started out many, many years ago.
Yes, that is where I stayed for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Regional based art consultant trying to reach interior designers. And it really,
Yes.
it doubled or tripled my income within the year that I joined.
That's crazy. I love that.
Because you know what? But like you said, I didn't just join and stay home. I joined and I went to the meetings, and then I became involved in committees, and I became vice president. And I know people who are listening who are so busy go, "Ugh, like I don't have time to do that." Okay, but you're spending something on your marketing, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing for your marketing? I'm telling you, if you switch it up and join the IDS and actually involve yourself in the local chapter or the virtual chapter and take advantage of all that you guys have to offer, they don't have to do all that other stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And this will grow their business.
Yeah. And the thing about IDS is, Nancy, I think you're way more extroverted than I am, but it's a very welcoming group. Even if you are more introverted, it's a group where you can come in and immediately feel like you're meant to be there and people really embrace you. So I think that's really, a important piece of the organization.
It's a very important piece. And I think that was really evident this year at High Point Market when people were new to High Point Market and they had recently joined the IDS. They came to the lounge. We called it the penthouse, or you did. And felt welcome and could sit and relax and chat with you or chat with me, because that's where I hung out. Right. So, as a speaker, I was like, I don't need to go shopping. I don't shop at Market anymore. I need somewhere to hang out. That's where I hang out. So it's like when people want to meet me, Luann was there at times, right? Melissa Galt was there. Desi Creswell was there. Like, if you guys want to meet us, a lot of us hang out at the IDS Lounge. And besides getting snacks and drinks and getting your hair done and the makeup, like it's like a home base when you're at a place where you might feel uncomfortable, for those of you who are shyer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So going back to the industry partner level. So Sterling, we were talking about that. So again, regional business, and to be a Sterling industry partner, you need to have 5 or fewer employees. So that's the qualification for that. And with that membership, it's $350 a year, and you get 2 memberships. So 2 people can take advantage of the opportunities.
2 people who work in your company.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's new. I didn't have that when I was a Sterling member, right? But I love
how many years ago was that?
Too many.
So 2 people. 2 people for $350. And
that's 2 people who can go to the meetings and network.
Yes.
And meet new people who are potential clients for you. So crazy.
And, then the next level is Titanium. It's $550. And that's for businesses with more than 5 employees. And with that membership, you get 3 memberships within the membership. So 3 people can go to the chapter meetings, come to events, that sort of thing.
It's huge.
Yeah. And then if you want unlimited access, you can join as a gold industry partner. And those are for people who really want to get their business really integrated with a chapter and bring in, however many people they want to local chapter meetings.
Yeah, because as an industry partner, if you have a showroom, you can then host meetings with interior designers coming right to your showroom. I didn't have a showroom when I was an industry partner. So what I did was partner with another industry partner who did have a showroom, split the cost with them of, bringing in food and wine and all that fun stuff. And we split our presentation, and it was fantastic. So there's always a way for you to get in front of a chapter once you join.
Yeah. Yeah. And lots of people do things like you were just explaining, Nancy. It's, it's so collaborative that there's, different ways that you can go about it.
Okay. So Jenny, do we want to talk about sponsorship level, or we'll skip that and let them click the link if they're interested in that? Because you do have some national companies in where we're broadcasting, which is everywhere, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook.
We do. So that's kind of a larger conversation with a lot more detail. So I would just suggest going to our website and looking at those levels. They include digital benefits, live benefits like at our conference and stuff like that. So social media, e-blast, our newsletter, all those sorts of things. There we have several different levels depending on, how involved you want to get. So I would just suggest going on the website and looking at those. And we actually, I think we just posted our 2022 prospectus. So,
I have to go look.
yeah, I think that it should be up.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal. If you are, you have a nice chart up here. Well, this is a nice chart. It's easy.
Yes, very easy to follow.
I love this. And you have student memberships and recent graduate memberships and educational partners. Like, oh my God, you have so much. So if you are not a member of the Interior Design Society, IDS, take a look. Go to the link that I shared and take a look to see where you fit in. And I want to give everyone a mindset adjustment, right? We are so afraid to spend money sometimes to grow our businesses, and we are being hit from all different directions. And I get it. Me too. And you have to really select where to spend your money. And my clients know that I don't let them spend money unless they clear it with me. Like, literally.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, like I'm like, you're not allowed to spend any more money because you're a spender. You need to clear it with me. And I get through my business helpline of my clients, which is a walkie-talkie app, right to my veins, my phone. This is where the messages come in. If they say to me, I'm thinking of joining the IDS, I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's a no-brainer. That is actually something you should do right now. Yeah. So there's a little insider information for those of you who do not coach with me. It is something that is worth the value for the backlink to your website alone. Yeah. That alone with the SEO that you're going to get, then add to it the possibility that you could win a Designer of the Year award, make amazing friends in the industry, find new industry partners rather than posting in my group. I'm looking for a contractor. I'm looking for a painter in Florida and here. When you're a member of the IDS, you have another whole network of people to ask and to find your support systems that you need, right? Yeah. Plus discounts on insurance and all kinds of other benefits. Go to the link, check it out. It's definitely the best spent money I ever did when I was working as an art consultant and with the other interior designers on Long Island, for sure. I know that they felt it was the best money they ever spent. You make lifelong friends and support systems.
Yeah. And one other thing, this is totally random, that, these people do is they really get involved just in the community overall. And, look at like the charity work that they do and just like those relationships. And it's just a good way to kind of give back to your industry and the community at large.
Yeah, I remember when I first became a member of the IDS, the national conference, since I was vice president, the chapter paid for me to go to the national conference. And you guys had a speaker that did how to talk to people who might be interested in joining the Interior Design Society. And they said I think at the time, I hope my memory serves me, there's 3 reasons why people join organizations: to grow their own business, to give back because they're at a stage in their business that they're so knowledgeable that they want to help newer people in the industry. And the 3rd reason was to give back to the community and be part of something bigger than themselves. Yeah. And I remember when I first joined, I was joining just to grow my own business. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's all these other things that I can be part of. But for me, something they did not speak about at that meeting was growing in your confidence and your leadership ability. This is a safe place. If you want to be even more outgoing, make more friends, learn how to network, become able to supervise other people, be part of a committee, and learn how to do that well, the IDS gives you all those opportunities.
Yes. Yeah. And, you can do it on a local level. You can do it for the virtual chapter. You can do it for the national organization. And, you can really kind of file in where your interests are too, with the different, like membership, or if you are interested in marketing or, you know, diversity, like we have, you know, all these different initiatives that we do, and we, you know, always need people to step up and help us with that. And it gives you so much back.
It gives you so much back. It gives you just a ridiculous amount of skill, leadership training, management training, exposure, giving back to the community, helping people who are earlier in their careers than you, whatever you're looking to kind of fill your soul. It's the opportunities at the IDS also, right? So I can talk all about business building and networking and but really, probably more than anything, being part of the IDS filled my soul at the time at a point where I felt very like alone. How do I do this? Right. And it just filled in all those gaps. So I hope everyone who listens gives it a join or a rejoin if they already were a member and they've let it lapse. It's a great organization. And driving through COVID, it's even more important to feel part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, if you're on the fence thinking about it, reach out to our membership manager. Her name is Angie. You can find her contact information on our website. And the great thing about Angie is before Angie was a staff member, she was a member of IDS for years.
She's so great.
Thank you, Angie. I mean, I think that says a lot that she wanted to come work for us. Yeah, so she'd be happy to talk to you, or I would too.
Yeah, and she's great. All the entire staff at IDS is so good and just wants to help everyone get out of it what they want to get out of it. And that's why you're always adding new programs too, that you listen to the people and say, what do they want? Okay, can we do this?
Yes.
And you put that into place as well. So anyway, all right. So we're having an IDS Love Fest here, and I hope you guys go and check it out and become a member, because it's a great organization that also protects our industry and fights for legislation and keeps track of legislation. Like, we're talking about a lot of the fun stuff and the business building stuff, but there's a lot of serious business that goes behind the interior design industry as a whole that you guys don't even know about. And these guys at the IDS fight for our rights and your rights to practice where you practice without all the regulation and all that stuff. And to me, you guys are always on the proper side of the fence.
Yes, I hope so.
I think so. All right. So thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
All right. I will see you next month. We're trying to do this once a month to keep everyone in the know about what's going on at the IDS and ringing in the new year. And I know that I'm the presenter for the virtual chapter next week, right?
Yes. December 9th, I believe.
December 9th. I'm the presenter, and I'm going to help you figure out how to evaluate the current year that you just went through and how to get ready to rock it in 2022. So if you join before my presentation on the 9th, you will be invited to come and attend that. And that is no charge. And none of the meetings are charged to the members.
Right. And if you have not joined yet, which I hope you will, if you're a guest, you do get 2 meetings that you can come to complimentary just to try it out.
Okay, so they'll contact you and find out how.
Yes.
Okay. All right, everyone. Go have a great Thursday. And if you came in late, go back and listen from the beginning. There's a lot of good nuggets here. And Jenny and I will see you next month for the Interior Design Society chat next time.